Yeah, like so here is the sheath that I found. Like I said, it's just collecting dust. I'm more than happy to sell this to you for the price of the materials and shipping. I think that's reasonable since I wasn't going to be selling these anymore anyway. Just to give you a quick preview, in case the video you saw didn't have a good explanation, I wanted to show it to you really quick. Basically, how this thing works, you'll notice with your tool, if you pinch or spread the pliers at all, putting a lot of pressure in one direction or the other, then your rail system that ejects the pliers out the front becomes a little bit locked up. That friction prevents it from sliding out. So how the sheath works essentially is it just lightly grips the outside of your of those buttons, and when you draw your sheath out, or your tool, I mean, it'll help you eject those pliers. But if you squeeze like so, then you end up pulling it out without deploying the pliers. So make sure, if you do want to deploy your pliers, which I'd imagine you pretty much always do with this thing, what I do is I just put one finger on the front of each handle and then my thumb across the back, and just give it a quick, you want it to be relatively fast. The reason I say fast is because if you pull up slowly, there's like a stopping point, and at that point everything is as wide as it can be inside the sheath, so it actually locks in a little bit, and then it's just a little bit more difficult to draw it out. You'll notice it passing through that point when you draw. You'll feel the initial let go where your tool starts moving, and then it'll hit that point and then it'll pop out. But if you're going quickly, that momentum really helps to eliminate the snag. So that's pretty much that. Going back in, this one anyway, my tool versus some other ones tends to be pretty smooth, so you can pretty much just go straight down, and yes, there we go. I try to go slow. You can pretty much go straight down. It doesn't matter. You can flip this thing around 180 degrees. It should work pretty much every time same way. I'll tell you right now, one of the tricks with some of the tools that I've been building these sheaths for is that when you put it in, sometimes once you get past that first little bump there, if it'll sort of rest. That's like its natural resting spot. And then if you lean it away from your body and then push down, it seems like the taper of the top of the sheath will tend to contact the actual button on both sides a little bit better and help it collapse. So if you notice that yours fits well and deploys the pliers well, but you're having trouble collapsing them, try that. Get it down that far and then lean it forward and collapse it the rest of the way. So anyway, that's pretty much the sheath. You can obviously wear this on either side of your body, and if you want to, you can take that tech lock off and orient it sideways and carry it. Actually carry my usually I have it sitting right behind me. I have a Leatherman OHT that I carry around a lot, and I carry it horizontally because vertically is kind of a no-go with these guys, because if you do take just the right bounce, I guess this sheath doesn't do it, but with the OHT in particular, it's a really smooth rail system, much smoother action on it, and upside down it would probably fall out. I'm pretty much never tucking my shirt in, so I mean, as you can see, so I've actually set up my knife the same way. My fixed blade I carry right there, so if I ever do need it, I can just draw downward. So with the OHT, I tend to have it, I wish I could do inverted, but usually horizontal is how I go. So anyway, sorry, that was a really long-winded explanation for a very simple thing. But anyway, dude, I hope you like this, and I hope your tool fits with it. I apologize for the whole thing. It just I hope it all made sense to you. I'm not trying to exclude anybody from the custom Kydex thing. It's just this particular tool, this and the center drive both, I think Gerber's QC has just gone to pot. So unfortunately, it's a really costly thing for me to try to. I basically make either no money or negative money when I do one of these sheaths now, so it's just not worth it for me. So anyway, you might be getting the very last one I ever make, so I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, thanks for the purchase. So take care, brother.